Hi everyone. So this is the video number 5 of the Python series. In this video I am going to cover the topic tuples. So I will cover what is the tuple, why we use it, how to create the tuples, difference between the tuple and list, how to do indexing and slicing in the tuples, and I will also talk about the immutability property of the tuples. After that, I will cover the tuple packaging and unpackaging, and also extended unpackaging with the stars. I am also cover the returning the multiple value from the functions and name tuples and different methods. And after covering all these topic, I will give you the real world example that will cover all the topics that I have discussed in this video. So now come to the first point, first section. What is the tuple? Tuple is ordered immutable collection of the item. Pay attention to the word of immutable. I will tell you the exact meaning of immutable after some times. So think of tuple like a sealed envelope. Once you put things the inside, you can read them but cannot change them. So we denote the tuple by using the parenthesis, opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, and put all the value inside this opening and closing parenthesis. So basic property is this: it is ordered, yes, ordered; indexed it, yes, index; duplicated value allowed it, yes, both list and tuple allowed it; mutability, yes, we cannot change the value of the tuples, value of any elements; and inside the list, yes, we can change the value of elements. Speed wise, it is much faster than the list. Memory, it will use the less memory, and list uses the more memory. Used when you have a case where the data is fixed, and use the list where data can be changed. Yeah, this is the diagram of comparing of tuple and list. Now come to the second section number 2. In this section, I am going to tell you the different way to create the tuples. Number 1 is empty tuples by opening and closing the parenthesis, and we can also use the tuple constructor to create the empty tuple. I will print and it will show here the class is tuple of both empty. And this is the example of strings, tuple of strings. Yes, we can define the tuple of strings, and also it can define the tuple of numbers, and it also contains the mixed type of the value inside the tuples also. Yeah, it allows the duplicate value also. So you can see that tuple can be created by the tuple constructor, and it can contains the string, integer, and also contains the mixed type of the value inside the tuples. So just print here, it will show all the print elements, like all of them are the type of class tuples. Now one more important concept is that, suppose if you define only one element inside this one and don't place the comma, then this is considered as a string, not a tuple. So in order to uh, consider the single value as a tuple, we have to put the comma after that one. Just see here. Yes. Take here I am going to print the type of tuple. It show the string, and when I put the comma after that, it is shows the type of is class tuple. Now comes to the second, again single integer, even though it is considered as integer type, not a tuple. So for considering the tuple, I have to put the comma after the first number. Just see the print here. This is the type of integer and this is the type of the class tuple. Now comes to the point, tuple pair without the parenthesis. Python allows this. Suppose if we give the different value by the comma, so this variable can be considered as a tuple. Just see here, without using the parenthesis. Now we can convert the tuples to the list and list to the tuples also. Suppose this is the list, and in order to convert into the tuple, we use the tuple constructor. So here we can see that this is the type of list and this is the type of the tuple. Now convert a tuple to the list, use the list method or constructor. You can say that here, see the output. This is the type of the list after converting the tuple into list by using the list method. Now come to the section 3, how to do the indexing and slicing. It is same as the list and string also. From the positive, it will start from the 0th and till the next element, and it will start from the -1 for negative, and it will goes to the till the -4, means till the number of element, and till for the positive number of element -1. It will, because here indexing is starting from the 0 and here indexing is starting from the -1. So this is the different examples how to do the indexing. Suppose trade 0, it will print the Reliance, trade 1, it will print the Y, and trade 2 is print the 100, and trade 3 is print the this value. This is the positive indexing, and for the negative indexing, definitely it will start from the -1, it will print here, -2, it will print the 100. Now slicing means getting the sub part of the tuples. This is the tuples having these values, and I have to slice the first 3 words. So it will start from the 0th position till third, till 2, 0, 1, 2, means it will print up to here. Just see the printing, and here up to index 4, it will start from the 0th. So it will print till here. It has a start element, not end element, so it will start from the index 3 to in 0th, 1, 2, 3, means it will start from the infinity till the ITC. Just see the print here, and -3, it will start from the -3, -1, -2, -3 to end, means Big Pro, SBI and ITC. Now for start, in, and third one is we call the steps, means it will face the elements on alternate basis by uh, leaving the one element at a time, like Reliance and leave the TCS, again print the ICSA, leave this one, and Wipro, leave this one, and ITC. So all these things are printed here. And for reversing the tuple, yes, we can use the -1. So this concept is the same for the string, same for the list. So I have also given the example in the tuples also. Now come to the point of immutability. The core feature of the tuples means you cannot change a value, you cannot add new item inside a tuple, you cannot remove an item, and you can also not sort in place. That we can do in the list. So this is the main difference. That's why it will. That's why a new variable type tuple come in the Python. With the help of, you can read the value, you can slice, you can loop through, you can count and search. Just see the example here. This is the tuple, name the trait. If we try to assign the 0th element to new element, it will throw the error. Tuple object does not support the item assignment. In the same way, if we try to use the append method, definitely it also gives the this error. Tuple object has no attribute append. And for the remove, same, tuple object does not have attribute root, the remove. Now if you want to modify the tuple, that means you have to first convert into a list and make the change and again convert back to the tuples. In this way we can change the tuples. So this is the example of tuple having the 4 value. So this is the original one. So just take the new variable and by converting the tuple into the list. After converting it, if I assign the temp to is equal to 200 and again the converted into the tuple. So if we see, yes, original was this one. Now I change the value in the list and convert into the tuple. Now new tuple is this one. So in this way we can modify the tuples. Tuples are faster than list. So I am going to give you the example and show how can I can say that the tuple is more faster. Just run the example here. Yes, list creation takes the time of 0.59 and tuple creation takes the 0.0675 seconds. Yes, we are using some methods, like suppose this is the tuple, this is tuple, this is the list. Now list creation time is in the second, list creation time is this, and list tuple is faster than this element, and it also took the less memory. See, use this method for the finding the memory used by the tuples or list. So in this way you can say that tuple are more faster, having the less memory consumption than the list. Now come to the section number 5. Here I am going to discuss about the tuple packing. Packing means putting the multiple value into the single tuple. See the example. One thing, Python automatically pack the comma separated value into the tuples. Now this is the explicit packing with the parenthesis. This is called the explicit packing. Now comes to the implicit packing, means no parenthesis is needed. If we define the comma separated value, Python consider this variable as a tuple. I also shown in the example, like trade to, if we print here, this gives the tuple value of trade 1 and this is also gives the tuple. Now packing the different type also, yes, stock info, if we provide the different type of element separated by comma, Python consider this as a tuple also. Yes, you can see here, and there is a length variable with there is a length method. From this method you can find out the total number of element inside the tuples. So this is the real use case, pack trade detail into the single tuple. This is the method, taking these arguments, and after that we define the tuple in this way. Suppose T1 create this, T2 this create, and it will provide the output in this way. Now come to the section number 6. In this section I am going to discuss about the tuple unpacking. Unpacking means extracting the value from the tuples into the individuals variables. Suppose this is the tuple, so we can define the action is equal to this, quantity is equal to this, price equal to this, trade is equal to this, and stock is equal to this. See the example. Okay, now this is the tuple. Now if we assign the trade tuple in the 4 variables, so it will take the first variable take with the 0th index of the tuple, second is the first. So in the sequential way it will uh, uh, assign the value to the corresponding variables. See the example, and here you can see that stock is Reliance, action is buy, quantity is 100, price is this, it will show here. And you can also doing the calculation using the unpacked value. Means yes, you can define the quantity into price, it will provide the total value, and here it is the output of the total value. Just see. So this, in this way we can unpack the tuple to corresponding variables also. Now comes to the concept that if there is mismatch in the count, definitely it will show the some error. Suppose trade is equal to Reliance by 100 and this one, and here we assign only two value to the trade, it will show the error, means too many value to unpack. Next one, if we assign more than the value inside the tuple, here it also shows the errors, means not enough value to unpack. Now comes to the unpacking in loop, very common in real code. Suppose these are the tuples and I want to unpack this one. How can I do it? Definitely for stock, quantity, price and portfolio. Stock, quantity, price, having 3 value. Yes, in portfolio we are doing some calculation and printed here. Yes, it is allowed it with the help of for loop also for the multiple tuple inside the this variable. Now come to the section number 7, extending the unpacking with the star operator. Yes, suppose there are 100 element, 1000 element. So should I give the 1000 variable to find out or to unpack this variable? It will be very difficult and very tedious job. So in order to solve this problem, Python provides the star property or star operator. Means you can find the first variable, last variable and middles by using the star. First star middle last. So it will take the first and last star, all the variables comes inside the middle variable. So you can see here first, middle and last. So what is the type of this middle? Yes, middle is the type of list. It return the list. See, in the same way, if we provide the at the beginning is start low price and provide the last variable, it will take all the variable and last variable is assigned to the this value, and you can do the some operations also on those variables, like on low price all the value has been manipulated with the single variable name which start from the star also. Yes, you can see here low price, it will come from the this to this, and last one is this one, and doing some manipulations like multiplying this one, and it will provide this output here. And you can see the always return type of this variable which start from the start is list only. Real case, you can see the example. Now comes to the section number 8. In this section, I am going to discuss about the swapping the variable with the tuple. Yes, oldest ways using the temp variable. Suppose there is two variable, buying price, selling price. So using the temp variable, we can assign the buy variable to the temp, and buy variable you have to assign sell, and again sell provided to the temp. So in this way we can swap those variables. This is the oldest way. Now Python way is just tuple packing and unpacking in one line. Suppose Python buy price is this, sell price is this. Just providing the swapping value to the same variable, buying price providing by assigning the sell value to the buying price and sell value to the buying price, it swaps the variables. How to swap? The three variables. Suppose A, B, C has three variable. Yes, you can swap the variable by assigning the corresponding variable. Suppose CAB, I assigning the C to A, B to A, and B to C. So in this way, it swaps. You can say A is 30, B is 10, C is 10. Now comes to section number 5. Returning the more than one value inside the function. I have defined this function having this value, having this parameter, it will return the 4 return type of variable. So if we return more than one parameter, more than one value from the function, definitely it return as a tuples. So this is the function, and I have provided the price as a list, and calling the method with the help with this variable. So it will print the result and see the type of the result. This is the tuples. That result you can see here comes in the form of tuples. Now comes to the section number 10, ignoring the value with the underscore. Use this to ignore the value that you don't want to need. Suppose there are too much value inside one. I need just particular value, not all one. So only I need the suppose stock and price and ignore the rest. How can I do it? Definitely providing the stock and after that ignoring this value and getting the quantity, getting the price, and after that I want to ignore everything. Yes, star underscore, and we can assign the tuple in this way. You can see the output reliance quantity 100, price this, ignoring first and last. Yes, starting from underscore and underscore, and in between I took the value inside this variable from the tuples. Common use ignoring the loop index. Suppose for this in the range of this, print this one. So is ignoring the 3 times. So we can ignore the value with the help of underscore for the tuples. Now come to the concept of the nested tuples. Means many tuples inside the tuples. So these are the 5 tuples which are inside the tuples. So this can be called as nested tuples. Tuple inside the tuples. You can access by using the indexing row or column type. Means this is a row 0, this is a row 1, row 2, row 3 and row 5, and corresponding column 0, column 1, column 2. So in this way we can access the value. Yes, you can see here. Now comes to the named couple. One of the best things that we can use the name tuples. So a name tuple lets you access the value by the name instead of the just index. Much more readable than the regular tuple. See the example. We import from the collection. Now define the structure. Name tuple. Name is straight and these are the value. Name is stock and these are the value. Now create the instance. How can we can create the instances? Suppose T1 is equal to trade. We provide the symbol is equal to this. Yes, symbol is equal to this. Action is equal to buy. Quantity is equal to 100. Price is equal to this one. Exchange is equal to NAC. So in this way, it is more readable. User can definitely uh, get what variable we have to give the value. So now in the same way we define the trade to trade TCS, and this is the oldest way. Positional also working in the same way, but this is more readable. User can easily rectify that this is the symbol and this is the action, this is the quantity, this is the price, and this is the exchange, right? So access by the name so much clear. Suppose if want to access the T1 symbol, yes, it will print the T1 symbol, T1 action, T1 quantity, T1 price, T1 exchange. And it also works like regular tuples also, using the indexing like T1 0, T1 1, T1 2. But here there is no clear picture. What is 0 represent, what is 1 represent? Yes, with the help of the name tuple, you can easily rectify that this is the symbol, this is the action. So this is the one of the use of the name tuple. See the output here. Now come to different methods. Tuples. Tuples have only two built-in methods. First one is countx and indexx. Indexx find the position of the first x, and countx they count the occurrence of the x. Yes, you can see here. Count the y. Yeah, it is the 3 times inside this tuple. Count the cell, count the hole. Now index of y, it will provide the where is the first occurrence. There is also in, it will provide the true if that value is present inside the tuple, and it will return that false if that value does not present in this tuples also. And there is also length, min, max, sum of functions that provide the length, minimum value, maximum value, summation of the tuples. So these are the methods that tuple uses. Now this is the comparison where to use the tuple and where is to the list. Definitely data that should not change. Suppose some configuration parameters, some coordination parameters, some RGB colors, that will not be changes throughout the whole development. So we can use the tuples so that mistakenly developer cannot override that value. And we can use the tuple when uh, we are using a function that have written the multiple value, and inside the dictionary key has been used as a tuple. List cannot be a dictionary keys. Next, data that will be added, removed or changed, we use the list. And large data set to iterate fast, we use the tuples. If you want thousands or lakhs parameter and you want to iterate more rapidly without changing, we use the tuples. As I already shown you that for execution time for the tuple is less rather than the list. Now we use the list when the batch list that updated daily. Okay, so tuple as a dictionary key, list cannot be act as a dictionary key. Store the price data by the symbol or data pair. Suppose here this is the key, here we using the tuples. This is the key, this is the key. So whatever key we define inside a dictionary, we can use tuple, not a list. Now access the tuple key. So price key, and this is the key. It will return this value. In the same way, this will return this value. List cannot be a key. D is equal to, this is the curly braces, and this is the list, and this, it will throw the exception. List as a key, unhashable type list. So now comes to the last one, and here I provide one mini project which you can say the trade log system using the tuples. In this project, I have covered all the concept that I have discussed till now inside the tuples. Just see here, this is a tuple, and here we are printing the some values filter some value from the trade logs, which has buy signal, buy action, which has sales signal, and calculating the totals. Next, unpack the summary states, means tuples t price dot t in trade log. All the price come inside the this one, low and high, finding the low and high, and here we use the sorted. Yes, you can go through this code. If you find some any doubts, kindly put inside the comment section. I will give the detailed video for the explanation of this code. It is very easy and you can test your knowledge by going through this code also. So these concepts that I have completed inside the tuples, and in the last I am going to a quick revision. You can say the type of cheat sheets. So in this series, in this video, I have provided the different way of the creating the tuples, like in this way: single item must have comma, and indexing and slicing, packing, unpacking, extending unpacking by using the star, swapping the variable, ignoring value using the underscore, methods, countex, indexes, and name tuple, which provides some meaningful value, so that you can easily determine the which type of the value represents. And last one is list method. It will convert the tuple to the list, and tuple it will convert the list to the tuple. So that's it for this video. So stay tuned. In the next video, I am going to explain about the sets, which is one of the most important concepts for the Python. And if you like my content, so I would like to say you kindly subscribe my channel and like the comment and forward to the friend, so that they can also benefit from my this content. Thank you so much and give me the feedback. Great day. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.